should have fun time. We're going to get rained out. Go. Go.
I'd like to welcome you to the 2020 class. Oh, sorry, my bad. I just messed that up. Welcome, everyone, to the graduation with the class of 2020. Let's give them a round of applause. Woo! Will Ezra Richardson, please come to the podium.
If you can hear me, honk your horns for the class of 2020. Okay. Welcome to Jumanji. I've been so anxious for your arrival. The seniors of Thorp High School are struggling and need your help at once. Actually, we already got your help, and that is why we're here today. So I thank all of you here today for coming and seeing this important day of celebration and the reflection of the success of the Thorp Tigers of 2020. First, on behalf of the senior class, I thank family and friends for your help and perseverance with us all these years. Secondly, I want to thank and acknowledge Mr. Perkins and the administration of Thorp High School for their awesome work in making this graduation happen, even during these hard times. To Ms. Jones for helping us know what to do to complete the high school requirements. Where would we be without you? I thank Karma, Dave, and Glenda for driving us all around all year and even bringing us lunches during quarantine. All the hungry athletes like me, I'm sure are grateful for Terry, Mr. Fudaz, and Joy for making breakfasts and lunches happen every day, and for adding a breaded pretzel in Thursday's lunch. I thank all the staff for your hard work and investments you've made in us, and to all those who gave high fives on Fridays and made Thorp feel like home. I really appreciate the atmosphere of the school and the encouragement you've given me. Lastly, I want to thank the teachers for all that they have done for us, for grading our assignments at times when I'm sure they'd rather be doing something else, for helping us remember to turn in those assignments in the first place, for constantly serving us and giving us more than we deserve, for helping us through those hard and rough days. To my teachers, Mr. Gibson, for giving us fun experiments in science and being overly cautious for our own safety. We aren't all the sharpest tools in the box. Mr. Searles, for bringing music and exciting sounds to school. Mr. Kern, for giving your wisdom and allowing me and Isaiah to build fun things like Thor's hammer. Miss French, for teaching us real-life circumstances and how to be financially on top. Mr. Algren, for teaching us important history and showing how our government works. Mr. Stickle, for giving us lots of work and incredibly stressful moments, just like this one. Actually, for pushing us to work harder to prove that indeed we can do it. I, -2, am grateful. Thorp has awesome teachers who work hard so that we can succeed. Underclassmen, I expect you to treat them with respect and honor. Our school theme for this year was team. Like in Jumanji, each character is quite different from the others and has different skills. However, together they overcome the differences, and once they are a team, they are unstoppable. This Thorp team, though all unique, are constantly working together and moving us students up each year to the next level. So well done, Team Thorp, for helping us graduate complete stage 1 of the rest of our lives. We have succeeded because of you. This is what today is all about. We did it! Well done, class of 2020. Savor this moment of completion and hard-earned achievements. I am proud to say that I am a graduate of Thorp High School, and I am sure that my fellow classmates are as well. I'm honored to have been the salutatorian for the class of 2020. I welcome everyone to this graduation, and I recognize the parts you've played in getting us here. I would now like to introduce the Board of Directors. Anne Cubilier, Nikki Morelli-Meyer, Loretta Bushbaum, Spring Lyles, thank you, and Carol Johnson. Thank you for what you have done for us. I would like to ask Faith Larson to come up and sing the national anthem. Please remain in your cars.
I just really quickly want to say, this is Thorp. I know a lot of parents don't get to see how amazing Thorp is all the time, but we are one of the only schools who gets to even have a graduation, even if we are in our cars. But thank you, Mr. Perkins, and the entire staff, and thank you all for coming. Oh, see, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I would now like to introduce Mr. Andrew Perkins, our superintendent, for the class introduction.
I would like to first thank the family and parents of these graduates for all the work you've done to get them to this point in their life, and please honk for the graduates. I'd also like to thank Laura Jones for the great effort. Graduation falls on the shoulders of the counselor. We don't hire them until the day after for the next year, so just kidding. Thank you to the school board for supporting our efforts in educating this exceptional group of graduates. It's hard for me to believe, but it's been 42 years since I graduated. When we were graduating, we were told by the president that our best days were behind us, and we needed to adjust to the new reality in the United States. We had high unemployment, high inflation, low morale, and a feeling that our generation would have to settle for less. And I had also welcomed my two brothers back from Vietnam. Guess what? We decided the best days were behind that president, and he departed office. And we charted a new, more positive outlook for this nation. Don't listen to the drumbeat of doom out there right now, graduates. Do not. Our best years as a nation are ahead of us because of you. You are fortunate to be graduating in a time that will force you to understand the difference between what you need, which is right here in front of you, and what you want, which is in your future. Look on the bright side. This pandemic has forced you to be confined in a vehicle with your closest family members. Those awkward hugs from relatives you may not even know can be avoided this year. Someday your grandkids will ask you, what did you do during the pandemic of 2020? Your answer should be something like this: I survived the pandemic of 2020 with a renewed sense of importance of family, and I was always optimistic that our nation would pull through this because of the strength of values we have as a nation during tough times. This is not a goodbye. This is I will see you later. So I expect every one of you graduates to come by and say hi to me in the future. God bless and have a great life. Laura Jones. Put that pin on there for you.
Thank you. Now I would like to announce scholarship, awards, and just a bit of a biography of where the graduates plan on and what they plan on doing once they leave Thorp School today. Starting off with the first scholarship, this is the Thorp Community Days, and they wanted me to say a little bit because why not? It's Thorp. Thorp Community Association is a not-for-profit organization with the goal to promote the Thorp community through community service projects, events, and outreach. The Thorp Community Association organizes and puts forth the Thorp Community Day celebration held annually in October. Funds raised from this event are used to further goals of the organization. With these funds, the Thorp Community Association is able to provide a scholarship to graduating seniors to assist in their post-secondary education. It is with great pleasure that we announce that we were able to provide 2 scholarships this year, both in the amount of $500. Congratulations to the 2020 Thorp Community Association scholarship recipients, Faith Larson and Cheyenne Freilich. From all of us at the Thorp Community Association, congratulations to the Thorp High School class of 2020. Now, for the post-secondary plans and scholarships. Ivan Beck. Ivan plans on attending CWU for his bachelor's degree in biochemistry or biology. After that, he plans on getting an advanced degree and hopefully one day obtaining a PhD. He hopes to be doing research in an amazing field when he finishes school. He enjoys political science as a hobby, which I think all of his teachers know that. Isaiah Clyde. Isaiah plans on doing welding after high school and hopes to work for a local welding company, which he just got hired the other day by Marson & Marson, so congratulations on that, in Kinnitas County. Tori Coates. Tori is a 13-year student at Thorp. Yes, 13. That means she did preschool here. She attended Thorp from preschool to her senior year. Tori plans on attending college in the fall, and her ultimate goal is extending her career to a nursing school. Tori has been awarded the TEA scholarship from the Thorp teachers for $500. So thank you, Thorp teachers. Dakota Fields. Dakota plans on working and doing barrel racing after she graduates. Cheyenne Freilich. Cheyenne will be attending Central Washington University and will major in law and justice and a minor in psychology. She is hoping to receive tuition help from McDonald's where she works. She has been awarded the Thorp Community Day Scholarship for $500. Selena Gronka. Selena plans on working at Safeway, and in the fall she will start an online study for wildlife and forestry conservation program with Penn Foster. Callie Cook. Callie will be going to school to be a paramedic. After she is a paramedic for a few years, she wants to go back to school and become an EMT. Faith Larson. Faith will be attending Central Washington University as a sophomore this fall due to being a Running Start student. She will continue to build her self-run photography business, work from home, and build a family with her high school sweetheart. Scholarships she has received. She received the Shoemaker for $1,000 as well as a matching CW scholarship for $1,000, the Yakima Federal Scholarship for $2,000, the Thorp Scholarship for $1,000, the President Merit Tuition Scholarship from CWU for $2,000 due to her 3.9 GPA, the Early Scholar Merit Scholarship, and the CWU Running Start for $500. And she also received the Thorp Community Days Scholarship for $500. Linnea Larson. Linnea is planning on attending Central Washington University and completing a bachelor's degree in biology. She also plans on minoring in apparels, textiles, and merchandising so she can improve the quality of her cosplay. When Linnea finishes her bachelor's degree, she plans on attending a different university and getting her master's in marine biology and working at an aquarium. Her preferred aquarium is Point Defiance or the aquarium in California at the Academy of Sciences. Linnea wanted to mention a quote, and that quote is, "The road goes ever on and on, out from the door where it began. Now, far ahead, the road has gone. Let others follow it who can." J.R.R. Tolkien. Linnea has also been awarded a scholarship from the First Lutheran Church of South Bend Raymond in Washington. Now you get Ezra Richardson. Ezra plans on attending a year at Bible school in Alaska. And after that, he hopes to pursue a degree in accounting, sports statistics, or sports coaching. Throughout those years, he will make it through college, hopefully debt-free, and get a degree in the jobs that were stated. He has been awarded the Thorp Scholarship for $1,000. He has been awarded the TEA Scholarship from the Thorp teachers for $500. So congratulations, Ezra. Bo Robert Rocaire. Bo will be attending Frontier School of the Bible in LaGrange, Wyoming for 1 year and will enlist in the Army as a diesel mechanic. He has been awarded the Thorp Scholarship for $1,000. Jessica Sully plans on attending CW in the fall and working part-time. Andrew Watkins. Andrew plans on going to the Marines or the Army and wants to work infantry. If a better and more preferred military job is offered, then he'll take that instead. Carly White. Carly plans on going to Southwestern University and wants to work towards 2 culinary degrees. I would now like to invite Tori Coates to the podium.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for attending our graduation, given the circumstances. Although, I like to think of this as a very special occasion. We are here to support the seniors who have made it to this day. Today is the day that we take the next step into adulthood. I have attended Thorp School for 13 years, so today is a very special day for me, but also a sad one. Today I let go of the place I have grown up in for the past 13 years. When I look back and think about everything I have been through while attending this school, there are quite a few things that stand out. The birthday card I got from Mrs. Redlawn in preschool, all of the I lost a tooth cards while in kindergarten with Mrs. Pott, learning to tell time on a clock with Mrs. Scribner while in 1st grade, making new friends in Mrs. White's 2nd grade class, combining with the 4th grade students while in 3rd grade, and having Mrs. Crimp and Mrs. Brown for our teachers. All of the state tests that none of us will ever miss in 4th grade, and then 5th grade where we thought we were the coolest thing in the world. Although when I think about all these memories, one thing also crosses my mind, and that is the concept of family. Our little school has given us the most special thing, and that is a family outside of our own. Being in the school for as long as I have, I've gotten the privilege of watching people grow and become a new person. I will always hold this place close to my heart and will be forever thankful for the staff that has helped me grow into the person I am today. So thank you to the staff of Thorp School and all the parents who have supported us and are helping us take this big step into the rest of our lives.
Sorry, I gotta get the wipes. She touched the microphone. A little comic relief with the pandemic going on, so. All right. I would like to now ask Dakota Fields to come up to the podium.
Hi, everyone. First off, I want to say thank you all for coming out tonight and helping us celebrate. It's crazy to think that this is how my fellow seniors and I are graduating. Anyways, I was asked to speak on my middle school experience here at Thorp. I'll touch on some memorable moments that have happened. I remember throughout the years, one of my favorite teachers, Mr. Christian, who would constantly get on everyone's nerves. We had to memorize a bunch of random geographical locations on the world map and point to them in front of the entire class. Now, this doesn't sound too bad, but when we finished, we'll just say that a lot of us chewed gum a lot and would forget to take it out, and he would say, "Great job, now spit out your gum and do it all over again." It took us a while to get the hang of that. I also remember all my friends and I talking about how we couldn't wait to be high schoolers and how we couldn't wait to graduate. We always thought it would take too long to reach this point in our lives, but I think we can all agree that the years have flown by. Middle school at Thorp were some great years with some of the best teachers and opportunities we could ask for. Thank you to all of the teachers who pushed us onward into high school and then into this exact moment right now. Thank you everyone for making this possible.
Thank you, Dakota. I would like now to ask Faith Larson to come up and give the valedictorian address. I just love hearing the slamming of the car doors. How about you guys? Very unique, very unique. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah, right. I'm a talker, so he's making fun of me. Okay. By the way, thank you, Tori and Dakota. I really didn't know what I wanted to talk about when I started thinking about my speech. My little brainstorms just didn't seem to flow. And then a couple months into quarantine, I not only had a chance to think about what I would say, but I came up with a topic that I think is perfect for our class and for us to carry forward into the rest of our lives, and that is the power of adversity. We're in a time right now that's extremely unfamiliar and unpredictable. We don't know what the future holds for us as individuals or for the country we get to call home. This entire situation started making me think about the unpredictability and unfamiliarity of life. We don't know what our lives will be like after we throw our cap. Well, I don't actually think we get to throw our caps in the air, but that's okay. As we walk away from this school, a lot of us have very big plans, and we're all very excited about them. But in general, life has a habit of throwing curveballs. I can confidently say that not one member of my class is a stranger to curveballs. We are not strangers to adversity. Each senior sitting in their cars 6 feet apart has dealt with numerous hard things that have made them who they are. It is inevitable that as we grow, more adversity will arise. Our struggles are not nearly over. If anything, life can get harder. The best part of adversity is that although it has the capability to destroy, it also has the power to grow people, inspire, empower, and change lives for the better. It is all a matter of what we do with the struggles in our lives. Roy T. Bennett said that challenge and adversity are meant to help you know who you are. Storms hit your weakness, but unlock your true strength. As most of you know, I was diagnosed with epilepsy about 2 weeks into my freshman year after I had a seizure in choir and broke my nose. For me, this was just another funny story to tell. I was fine. I was actually good. But I also wasn't afraid of what came next, and I didn't fully understand what was going on. I didn't realize that after September 20th, 2016, my life would never be the same. A broken nose really didn't matter, but the next few months brought more seizures and the testing of different medicines, some that brought nausea and multiple daily panic attacks. One of my seizures caused me to dislocate my ribs and gave me whiplash that still fires up today. Everything going on that year caused me to fall into depression. I felt like I was broken. I felt like an inconvenience to my parents. Don't cry. I'm sorry. An inconvenience to my parents because of the hospital bills. I felt like a nuisance to my teachers for going out of their way to make sure I was okay. I'm not saying this for a poor me sob story. I'm saying this to share one of the biggest examples of adversity in my life, with just a little bit of hope of sharing some inspiration. Sorry. I'm standing here saying this to show what life can look like on the other side of the storm. My physical, mental, and emotional conditions gave me the opportunity to empathize with others who struggle with anxiety and depression. I did what I could to encourage them, speaking from my own experience. My epilepsy is not cured. My depression and anxiety still revisit at times. These difficulties have not disappeared, therefore making my life easier to deal with. In fact, very recent stressful situations gave me 2 seizures in 1 week, but that doesn't stop me from having the hope that I'm talking about. Late in my freshman year, I had to make the choice to start living with excitement, face any struggles head on, and use my hard situation to do good in my life, and then help others when I can, no matter what was going on in my own life. This mindset, however, was not solely the result of a random realization one day. It was the result of the support, love, kindness, help, and encouragement that I am blessed to have from my amazing family, fiance, teachers, and friends. There's no way I could have made this decision on my own. I got so used to repeating the depressed and anxious behaviors. It was too hard for me to make this decision by myself. Encouragement, the will to be stronger, a little bit of counseling, and above all, the beautiful peace and love that the Lord offers me were what gave me the strength to make the choice to move forward. Philippians 4:13 tells us that we can do all things through Christ who gives us strength. Whether you believe in God or not, this reminds us of an immeasurable ability for us, especially when we have the Lord to help us out and guide us through. That concept has helped me through so many days of my life. That is where I get my strength. And each individual has to find their own strength in their own time. I would not be who I am without my God and 2 of the most amazing people in my life, Alan and Teresa Larson. I told myself I wasn't going to cry. Thank you for raising me, teaching me, loving me, supporting me, and always being there for me no matter what. When I think about Thorp School, the first thing that comes to my mind is the closeness that our small numbers allow. And what just our small numbers allow us to do, like this amazing graduation. That closeness of Thorp helped me make it through my freshman year. I'm sorry. I had teachers take time out of their day to pause, talk with me, and give any help they could. They walked day by day, not babying me, but standing by me and letting me work things through. They did everything I could have possibly asked for and far more. I don't do favorites because every one of my teachers has touched my life in very important ways. However, I cannot go without specifically mentioning our high school math and robotics teacher, Mr. Kern. He talked with me, helped me, sang random lines from jazz and musicals with me, and shared that I needed to believe in myself and that I am capable of so many things. In various extra ways, he just let me breathe and take a break. Whether it was just talks about life or staying in his classroom after class, he did everything he could to help me make it through each day and that entire season. I will always be inexpressibly thankful for his encouragement. In addition to Mr. Kern, you, my class, walked with me in unique and loving ways in my first year and over the rest of our time here. After my second seizure in Mrs. French's class, I remember my mom later telling me that when she walked into the classroom, she looked and saw Tori with her cheek on mine saying everything was going to be okay, and she was there for me. She barely knew me, and she was there for me. My mom was beyond touch, crying as she told the story. Isaiah has also been a gift and encouragement to me since day one. He's taught me so many things, including the importance of gratitude and beauty of loving others with all of our hearts. He, along with many others on this football field and track, have been gifts and blessings to me. And whether you know it or not, I think almost all of you have touched each of these seniors in different ways. Although all those people have helped me and changed my life, I cannot thank the entire Thorp staff enough for being part of my success and the success of my class. Whether you know it or not, you have all taught me something. Whether it was a direct lesson or just being who you are, I have learned from you. I'm grateful to have had the opportunity of just knowing each and every one of you. After 4 years of stickle assignments, school dances and events, hilarious hallway shenanigans, high school drama, and listening to Bo and Andrew blast music in the hallways, I think we're all ready to move forward. I personally wouldn't change any of it because our experiences together as a class and as a school have made up 4 years we don't get back. So, adversity. It can be terribly difficult. Physical, mental, emotional, whatever it be, it can be draining. We faced adversity as individuals and as a group. Life won't ever get easier, so we have 2 options. We can give in to adversity, give up, mope, and drown in our sorrows, or we can stand up and brave the storm, no matter what it is. John Wayne was right when he said that when you stop fighting, that's death. When we stop fighting against hardships, we allow ourselves to change negatively. Metaphorically, we die. We allow adversity to beat us. We cannot allow any adversity to beat us. We are stronger than that. Each one of you, and you, are stronger than that. After spending countless hours with this class, I know that these are strong people. Maybe some of us show our strength differently than others, but strength is strength. Staying strong and using our strengths for good is powerful. We are powerful. This group of oddballs that form the senior class of 2020 is powerful. Adversity should not stop us now or at any point in our futures. Stay strong, stay happy, love others, believe in yourselves. No storm lasts forever, but storms can change us forever. Thank you. And God bless.
Did you hear that? I would now like to have Mr. Phil Kern come up and do the class address. You have your speech?
What's that?
You have your speech?
Someplace.
Want me to close the book then?
Yeah. 3 by 5 cards. Dang it, Faith, I knew you'd be a tough act to follow. I didn't think you were going to make me cry. All right. So I'm probably not going to maintain eye contact, but that's the way it is. You guys always talked a lot and loudly. Some days it was really frustrating. Sometimes you touched my heart by coming in just to have a conversation about whatever, or maybe teach me a few key phrases and finish. I hope I listened well enough. Usually you just needed to air out your thoughts. As far as my thoughts, a wise young lady once told me, Mr. Kern, some people have ducks, some people have rows. Some people put those ducks in rows. You have no ducks, you have no rows, just a lot of squirrels and an open field. As a class, you were always leaving the gate open and encouraging the squirrels of my wandering mind to ramble for more of the class period than they perhaps should have. Thank you for humoring me. So here is a wandering that leads to a memorable moment you gave me. This is about constructive debate, consensus, the gift your class gave me, and being leaders. My dad was born in 1918 during the Spanish influenza epidemic. His mother was too sick to care for him as a baby. He grew up in a household of lawyers where debate was embraced as the essential tool of their craft. As my father continued that tradition of debate as a tool of consensus building, he was a conservationist, he was a rancher, and he was a Republican reaching out from the center. He questioned and he debated both sides to find a way forward that would combine the energy of divergent views. You guys, in your freshman year, roared into my room as a group of loud, opinionated, barely teens. You're still loud, you're still opinionated, but you're at the far end of your teen years. One day, almost 4 years ago, I raised topics of discussion that generate anger at the extremes, both to the right and both to the left. I was an equal opportunity offender. I was hoping we could perhaps practice some constructive debate. And that day you did something truly amazing. You listened to each other and you listened to me. In that moment, you gave me the gift of hope. I want to believe that you understood what is being stolen from you by radical groups camped at the extremes of the political spectrum. They want your energy, and they steal it by stoking hatred and misunderstanding. Use your energy to build consensus. Engage in productive debate. Be leaders. When you feel that anger rising from differences of opinion, do what Mr. Perkins has suggested to your teachers this year. Become curious. Ask questions. Kevin Ross, the main influencer in Washington First Robotics, was mystified why he always ended up in leadership positions, until he realized one thing. He asked a lot of questions. One of the questions he asked was the same one Stacey Abrams suggested for all leaders. That question is, how can I help? In Kevin Ross's case, sometimes the answer was, grab a toilet brush, get to work. So, this predates you guys by quite a bit. Walt Kelly had a comic strip character named Pogo, and one of his quotes was, I have met the enemy, and he is us. We live near the center. We have the same wants. We have the same needs. We are not that different from one another. We need to talk. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kern. Now we got something unique going on. So if you'd like to take your cell phones out, if you don't have them out already, but why would you not? Because who's not taking photos at this moment? But we have a YouTube link, which is on the program. If you go to that YouTube link, you'll be able to watch the senior slideshow. If you're not able to do that right now, you'll have access to that YouTube link after graduation. And I believe it could be archived for a while. Yes. So you'll be able to use that link and watch that slideshow and send it to anyone who wants to see it. So please look at that link, watch the slideshow. It's about 6 minutes, and enjoy.
Some time to kill. What's the point of this old guitar if it ain't got no strings? Or pouring your heart into a song that you ain't gonna sing. It's a match made up in heaven, like good old boys and beer and me, as long as you're right here. Everybody's scrambling to hide their fear. The guys drove by to the coast was stumbling our way through life till our senior year. But man, we sure did learn a lot in that Walmart parking lot. We were our destiny, through parking lots and empty streets. Yeah, we got high on you and me, jumped all the cracks beneath our feet. We thought it would never end, and watched it go like summer wind. When growing up was just a dream, and Friday night was it. Always stay humble and kind. When the dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. Days gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moment, so glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember. 'Cause they're only that way for a while. Give them hope, give them praise, give them love every day. Let them cry, let them giggle, let them sleep in the middle. Oh, but let them be little. Flight of dragons, soar in the purple light, in the sky, or in my mind. Flight of dragons, sail past reality. Country boy ain't got no shoes. Country boy ain't got no blues. Well, you work all day while you wantin' to play in the sun and the sand with the faces tan. At the end of the day when your work is done, you ain't got nothing but fun. Country boy ain't got no will. Country boy, you don't owe no bill. There's so much more that I can watch you feeling now. There's someday you'll look back on all these days, and all this pain is gonna be invisible. It'll be invisible. They tell me I'm too young to understand. They say I'm caught up in a dream. Well, life will pass me by if I don't open up my eyes. So that's fine by me. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and and 1, 2, 3, like a bird I sing. 'Cause you've given me the most beautiful set of wings. And I'm so glad you're here today. 'Cause tomorrow I might
Class of 2020, please sit. President Kubile and members of the Thorp Board of Directors, the students sitting before you have met all the graduation requirements, standards, and policies as set forth by the Thorp School District, Board of Directors, and the State of Washington. It is now my great honor and pleasure to present to you the Thorp High School Class of 2020.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we've been waiting for. Seniors, make sure you take your cover with you. Here we go. Ivan Alexander Beck. There it is, buddy. There it is. Own it. Isaiah James Clyde. It's a long walk, buddy. It's a long walk. Get it? Tori Joanne Coates. Dakota Cheyenne Fields. All right. Get over for your folks. Step right in front of the grass, Dakota. There it is. That's a good one. Cheyenne Marie Freilich. Congrats, Shy. Selena Janine Gronka. Callie Ann Cook. Faith Dorothea Larson. That's a good handshake. You better get your picture now. Linnea A. Larson. Linnea. Whew, nice job. Ezra Stephen Richardson. Well done, -2. Robert J. Rockhair. Great, buddy. Great job. Jessica Angeline Sully. Well done. Nice job, Jess. Andrew Hayward Watkins Jr. I almost slipped in your other middle name.
You should have worn that all year, Andrew.
There it is. There it is, buddy. Nice job, Andrew. And finally, Carly White. I knew how to have it once. Nice job, Carly. All right, get that. Put that cap on. We get a picture with it. You got plenty of time.
Not official without you have.
That's right.
There you go.
Money. There it is. There it is. Good job. Nice job, Charlie. Now, I welcome Faith Larson up for the turning of the tassel. Graduates, would you please step out of your vehicles and move in front?
I'm too short for that. Class of 2020, let's turn our tassels. I have one more thing, so, shh. Mr. Stickle, as our class advisor, the class of 2020 has presented you with this card, no matter how frustrating some events have been. Thank you very much.
Make sure they grab the sign.
Well, yeah, I say that.
Make it quick.
I know. I would first like to thank, before everyone proceeds out of this graduation, I would like to thank all of the teachers and staff who helped with parking tonight. Thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate all of your help and support. Thank you. The class of 2020 would also like to thank Mr. Alan Larson and Cole Van Gerpen for live streaming the graduation. Thank you, Mr. Jesse Stickle, for all of your hard work as advisor for the class of 2020 the past 4 years. Thank you, Andrew Perkins and Mel Blair, for your support over the years in making this graduation possible. They would also like to thank the school board for the yard signs, which they are taking home tonight and they can put in their yards. And they would also like to thank the Thorp Parent Booster Club for the banners, which are on the vans, or actually on the bus, on both sides. So thank you. We would like to thank you all for coming. The graduates will now be exiting the field following Karma, and the first student will be Ivan, and then the rest of the graduates and families will follow. Please follow the lead of the teachers as they escort you out. Congratulations, class of 2020. You are now alumni of Thorp School. Congratulations.